Okay, I'm coming on here to literally say 3 things. I'm gonna go over the little survey I just had on my story, because that's what I'm calling it now. I didn't make it official, but it's a survey. Okay, let's go over the points. There's 3 points. 1, we can all agree Benny is fine as hell. This is not new information. I just want to make sure nobody was insane. 2, 5 people like cinnamon gum. 3. What else did I ask? Oh, there are a few people who have objective mindsets. And when I say that, I'm talking about how there are a few people who continue to support and use the word bae. I thought that was over with. Apparently not for some people. Good for you. Congrats. Was not, could not, will never be me. I am not one of the 5 people. I liked it when I was younger, and then I don't know if it's like my taste buds changed, or I don't know what that was. Anyway, that's literally all I came on to say. I'm going to repeat it one last time before I get off. I'm not going to be answering questions or doing that whole thing. Again, 1, Benny from The Sandlot is fine as hell. We knew this. This is not new. Making sure nobody's crazy. And based off of the replies, I did not find that anybody was crazy. 2, 5 people, I swear, 5 people like cinnamon gum. That's it. I'm not one of the 5. What else? What was the 3rd thing? I keep forgetting the 3rd thing. Oh, okay. And then I also said some people have objective mindsets, a few people, and when I say that, I mean there's a few people who still continue to, use and support the word bae. I thought that was over with. Apparently not. Was not, could not, will never be me. Ew, Jordan said it's the only gum ever. Jordan, why would you say that? That's so... No. Here's the thing. If it's not winter mint, spearmint, any type of mint, green mint, I think is one of them, I'm not interested. I'm sorry. I don't even like fruity gum at this point. It's just not... Can you guys do different flavors gums? Someone said spoil season 3 review. No, here's the thing. I said I was going to be on here for 5 seconds, but now y'all got me looped in, and now I'm heated. Because people are saying that they like cinnamon gum. It kills them. No. But here's the thing, too. Like, I will put multiple pieces of gum in my mouth at the same time. So it's, like, super flavorful. That's not the word I was looking for, but whatever. I'm not spoiling season 3 of You, because here's the thing. I know nothing. When we were shooting season 2, I knew nothing. Literally, everybody knew what was happening to their characters months ahead of time. Where I found out what was happening days before, or the day before I would shoot the episode. So it's like when it got to 208, 209, 210, the last 3 episodes, the entire time I'm going up to everybody like, whoa, can you believe this is happening? And they're like, yeah, we've known for 6 months. So I'm not the person to ask. And that's me being as truthful as possible. Don't ask me. Do not ask me. Is that all? Again, if you like cinnamon gum, I'm sorry, but I feel some type of way about that. No, actually I don't. That's on you. That's on you. If you want to do that to yourself, go right ahead. It's your life. No judgment. What does Benny look like now? Amanda said, where's Natalie? Natalie is probably getting off of work. That's a lie. That was like 2 hours ago. She's probably getting ready for bed if she's not in bed already. The woman works early. Oh, someone mentioned the song too from what? Why am I blanking on everything? Yeah, okay, doing this when you should be going to the gym with me tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow at 8. But not to your gym. So, actually, wait, do you want to do Sunday? Oh no, because the classes are already going to be all filled up at this point. Damn, okay, wait, what am I doing next weekend? I don't know if I'm going to be in here or... I can't talk right now. I don't know if I'm going to be in town or not. Kayla, that's literally my favorite word to describe you. If nobody knew, Kayla Masonette is aggressive. Girl, you look so tired, go to sleep. I just don't have concealer or anything like that on. That's why you could see darkness under my eyes. You're welcome. I'm trying to think. I had something else to say, I feel. Because I got on here and then all of a sudden I remembered everything I needed to say. Somebody said, stay up. How many of you guys are on Twitter? Are there a lot of people on Twitter? Does anybody remember the period where my eyelids were red? I don't know what that was. Like, now that I look back, was that a health issue? Why did I say issue? McKenna, what are you trying to say? My eyelids used to be red. No, here's why I was asking about Twitter. Because I tweeted something. I replied to something and they were talking about like my range or whatever. And I said electric chair. Why did people like that? I don't understand. Like, compared to my other tweets, because here's the thing, I'm terrible at Twitter. So I will tweet the most random things that make no sense whatsoever. But people, I don't know why that just got so much more attention than everything else. Like, did I do something right? I don't know. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. McKenna, I miss you too, dude. Oh, notice how I said dude? Wait, do you guys watch the Rosa videos? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And she's like, come here, dude. You know? And she has... I'm having such a difficult time talking. But those videos are hilarious to me and my friends. So anytime I am talking to my friends now, I always say, like, dude and all that. And I don't mean it. I'm not the type of person to say dude. But those videos are hilarious and you should. Rosa, Marlene, and... Open your purse. You got $1? Let me find out, dude. Just one more time. Open your purse. We copping. Stop, Kenna. For real, everybody knows that person is crazy. And I'll name them. A lot of people will be scared here. A lot of people. Not because she looks like her. I thought you meant she acts like her. Does she have the, 3 acrylics on, too? Anyway. I cannot believe you said she looks like her. I feel like she's so unique. But also a big part of it might be the upside down lashes. You're the wide receiver to my quarterback. That's cool. I've like never played football seriously. I've played soccer seriously. I've played baseball seriously. I feel like that's it. My name is Yummy Yummy. Oh, deadass, you have like 4 yummies as your username. I didn't realize all that. You are on TikTok, but you don't post. Here's the thing. I was on TikTok way back when it was Musical.ly. And ever since it changed over or whatever, I have not opened the app. For a long time, I was kicked out of it. Or not, but they were like, you made these videos before you were 13, which isn't true. Or maybe it will actually... yeah, I might have been younger than 13. But whatever, everybody lies about their age. But... Sorry, I just got a text. No, but whatever. Lied about my age, made the Musical.lys, whatever. And then they kicked me off. And then when TikTok happened... So I was trying to, like, promote this. I did this partnership with Brad to raise awareness about AIDS and the stigma attached, because the stigma, the fact that it's even still there, is ridiculous. But I tried to get back on, and they were like, oh, you made these and you were younger than 13, so we have a problem with you. And I was like, okay, this is dumb. So they're like, either do this and start all over and we delete you all your old videos, or whatever. And I was like, this is dumb. Like, I'm not going to put up with all this. But I don't know how. I had to, like, get professional people involved and be like, hey, I'm trying to raise awareness for this thing, but your app is not letting me. But I've been on the app for forever. And they're like, oh, okay, we got you. So then they let me in. But I wouldn't, I don't care. I don't know how to do all that stuff, and I don't care to. Like, now I know, like, the main social media app, because, like, I used to do Snapchat too, but I don't do Snapchat anymore. So now we do Instagram and Twitter. That's about it. I was talking about TikTok. I think that's all. God, I just threw so much at you guys. So much. Oh my God. That was a lot. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to save this live because my energy is just through the roof right now. My neck, if I sound tired, it's because I'm laying down on my stomach. So it's, like when you're... Damn, I said I was going to get off, but then now, like, you guys gave me so much energy, and I don't know what to do. I prefer to say babe. No. And if you've watched season one of you know not to say babe. You know. Because that was... Even Beck, who in my personal opinion was not the strongest character, except Elizabeth Lael is extremely talented, and she killed that, and she portrayed her absolutely perfectly. Whatever. Beck is not the strongest character, and even Beck was against saying babe. Someone asked me Beck or Love. I feel like I want to say Beck because she's not... I don't want to spoil stuff. Whatever. She is more innocent. But I have to say Love because I feel like in terms of writing... Obviously, Beck was written the way she was and is petty and whatnot because... I'm losing track. Whatever. Beck, I feel like there's not as many layers to Beck as there is Love. And I feel it's pretty evident by the time we get to the second season that that's the case. So that's why I appreciate Love more, because I feel like there's more places where her character could go rather than Beck's just this cheater, boring, whatever. You know? So that exactly, love's a ride or die. Now, let's remember, I do not encourage or support anything that Love does, but I do think that she's a more interesting character, and that is why I say the things that I say. They were both annoying for me. Well, I feel like by the time people got to that end of the second season, they're kind of like, with Love, you know? She's, like, not the greatest, but she's written really well. Do you know Olivia? Of course I know Olivia. Did a spot on her show. I just was talking to her yesterday because it was her birthday. Alright. Who's my favorite character? Karen Minty. Ethan. Ellie. No, so of season 2, 40 is my favorite character. 40 if you have taste. Also, James Scully is, like, he's America's sweetheart. In my personal opinion, I think everybody needs James in their life. We need to see Toes literally leave. If you could choose with any director, who would you choose? I don't know. I mean, there's so many directors I want to choose or work with, but right now I'm gonna say the Safdie brothers. They're two brothers. One of them's an actor, and one of them, actually, the first time I saw one of their films was Good Time with Robert Pattinson and Benny Safdie. Their films are extremely stressful. They also just did Uncut Gems, if anybody needed clarification. Also, can we talk about how long it's been since I've been live on? Seriously, when was the last time I was live on my Instagram account? I need Ellie to meet Paco. I kind of thought that might happen during season 2 because they moved to California as well. So I was like, oh, watch them, like, because it sounded like they left that door open. And again, they might have. But then again, they don't clarify where they moved to in California. So that could be Northern California. What is happening in the comments? Whatever. I truly believed. I was like, oh, that's going to be fun because Paco and Ellie are so different. But then again, they're also two children who Joe thinks he has parental guidance over. So I was like, oh, yeah, they have to do a scene. Plus, that would be kind of funny, too, because they're just so different. And Paco's so cute and Ellie's so... But... yeah, no. I was kind of disappointed when that didn't happen. I mean, the door, I guess, is still open for both. But again, who knows what's going to happen at this point. Yeah, Ellie and Paco are... I think that was kind of the cool thing about the difference in season 1 and season 2 is I feel like a lot of the characters in season 2 were just a lot. I mean, there is Peach in season 1, but Ellie would bully Paco, and that's... no, she might. She might. Paco is innocent compared to Ellie. Paco is innocent in general. He just... except for the end of season 1. I don't even care if I spoil that, because at that point, if you haven't watched it, you should have. No, he literally just left Beck. I mean, at the same time, he was a kind of a part to whatever... not a part, but he witnessed Joe's interaction with his stepfather and the whole part. So I understand he knows what Joe's capable of, but the fact that he just left that woman banging on the door, upset me. But then again, at the same time, I was like, Paco's crazy. That man is crazy. I could not believe he did that. Did you ever get to meet Shay and Mitchell? No. Well, because, I mean, they, like, season 1 was shot in New York. Season 2 didn't have much to do with season 1. They didn't really ever mention her character, and her character is, as you probably all know, has passed. So, it wouldn't really make sense. I mean, well, even Elizabeth I didn't get to meet until season 2 came out, and like we started doing press and stuff. She was in one episode, but she flew out, and I wasn't shooting when she was shooting because we don't have any scenes together. So even then, like, I didn't meet Elizabeth for a really long time. I didn't think I ever was. Penn is nothing like his character at all. He openly talks about how much he dislikes and disrespects his character. I remember after the 209 table read, which is in that episode, I have the big freak out in the kitchen, and I'm like, everybody wants to get away from me, or whatever I say. And Penn told me the next day, he came into work and he was like, after we had that scene, because I didn't know whether or not to go full out in the table read, but I just kind of did it anyway because it's, you know, why not? The next day, Penn walked up to me and he was like, once I went home that night, I sat for like a solid 2 hours and just felt like a terrible person for even portraying this man, for giving this man a platform, bringing life to this character, because he is disgusting. And the fact that he would make such a, this young girl feel this way and ruin her life made me upset. So, Penn is nothing like Joe. And he will talk about it all the time. Happy birthday, Billy. Happy birthday, Billy. It's 10:08. Matter of fact, I kind of got a fat... Also, shout out to everybody who's been like, you look tired. You look sick because I'm not wearing makeup. Thank you for that. Thank you. Do you read astrology stuff? No, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't understand it. I have a cute feet. You can't even see my feet. Don't talk about my feet. Did you get to meet John Stamos? Yeah, I did. When he was shooting the scene in the jail with James, I just finished the scenes where I was on the phone with 40. So I did meet John. Did not get a photo because I'm not really the person to ask for photos. So I did not take a photo with John Stamos, but we did meet, we did interact. Anyway, astrology, I don't know, it's just not for me. Also, like, it's not interesting enough, or I haven't really invested time in learning about it to wrap my mind around that. So if you like astrology, that's cool, but it's too much for me. I don't know. I tried once, and someone was like, look up your birth chart. So I tried looking up my birth chart, but then they have you put in like all your information. It's like, I don't know what time I was born. What am I supposed to do with, like, now I gotta go pull up like this old book or like, I don't know, and find what time I was born? And they're like, well, you don't need it, but if you don't put the time you were born, it could mess everything up. Okay. If someone asked to take a picture with you, how would you feel about it? Because best believe, if I ever meet you, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I feel like this is actually kind of a good question, and I say this because so many people It's like, it's different with every person. For me, personally, I do not care. Please come up. Please meet me. Like, please say something. Because, I don't know, it's just cool to me. The time you were born should be on your birth certificate. Where does anybody keep their birth certificate? Like, can you tell me where your birth certificate is right now? Please. Actually, don't. This is, like, personal, whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, I would have to search in my house. Like, I know where the important cabinets are in my home. But I don't know that I've ever even seen my birth certificate in person. Like, it's just... Obviously, your mom... Obviously, your mom knows. But anyway, yeah, no, if you ever see me in person, come up and say hi. Like, I'm not weird about that stuff. I almost prefer if you do anyway. Plus, it's like, if you want a photo, just ask for a photo. I'm not gonna, like, attack you or whatever. If you're scared or you think I might be looking mean or, like, don't have the energy, that's probably not true. It's just I have really bad RBF, resting bitch face, so I look mad all the time. It's, you know, it's not. You can come up to me. Don't be scared. Please. Yeah, no, I don't get uncomfortable with stuff like that. Joe Goldberg said, I'm just here to make you say. I'm trying to think. There was something missing. I would be scared. No, the only time I get... Are we talking about the same thing? The only time I'm assuming you're talking about, like, if people come up and, like, are staring at you and, like, are going to ask for a photo. The only time I get scared... I don't get scared, but the only way you can make me feel uncomfortable is if you're taking or trying to take, like, secret photos or videos of me. One, because it's obvious. I see what's happening. Or, two... Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, no. Yeah, because, like, I see what's happening. Also, like, if you're going to take secret photos like that, it's just, what if they turn out ugly? Like, you're going to be like, oh, my God, I saw so-and-so in person or whatever, if you feel that type of way about me. And then it's an ugly photo. I'm like, at least let me try to get cute. You know? How many push-ups can you do without stopping? Hey, let me tell you this right now, because I was just telling my father about this. Today, I was doing this class, and they wanted you to do, we were doing, like, blocks and, like, different exercises, and they wanted me to do push-ups. And I was like, man, I haven't been asked to do push-ups in forever. Like, I can't do a push-up. When I was younger, I was amazing at doing push-ups. Elementary school, I think I got the most push-ups out of boys and girls in 5th grade. That was me. Like, I was it. And then middle school, I just wasn't. You know, the amount of children expanded, and I wasn't so special anymore in my push-up game, so I kind of stopped, or, you know, I wasn't as consistent. So anyway, today they asked me to do a push-up. I was like, man, I'm not lying, I swear. And I remember I was doing it with my friend Corinne at the time. And Corinne and I had been training for this day, because it was like that special test where it's like, oh, if you completed and got a certain level, you would get a letter from Obama. And Obama was, like, my idol ever since I was, like, 6 years old. So I was like, I need to get Obama's signature. So I killed that. I think at the time I did, like, 35. And she did, like, 19. But 19 was, like, the minimum you needed to get that signature from Obama. Whatever. Continue. Today I was asked to do push-ups. And we were doing, like, 25 in a block. And I was nervous because, again, nobody ever asked me to do push-ups anymore because I don't go to public school. So I was like, all right, let's see how this goes. And I was surprised that I could actually do them. Like, I never needed to stop once. So, obviously, after I was done, I had to call my dad and let him know, like, hey, your daughter is strong as hell. Like, I was so proud of myself. And to some people, that might be nothing. But for me, 25... I'm pretty proud. And I did it multiple times. That's all. There's 2 things I like to do. I like to act. And I like to tell people about how my push-up game is still somewhat there. Push-ups suck, though. Or at least for a while they did when I stopped. But after today, I'm like, let's keep doing them. Everyone's saying that they're proud. Thank you. Are you from Indio? I'm actually from La Quinta, which I mean is essentially like I went to school in Indio. Coachella Valley. General area. Somebody asked what grade I'm in. I'm actually done with high school. I'm done with high school. I start college courses very soon. So, this is fun. It's so much fun getting older. Somebody said they'll stuff you in a locker. I went to a school that didn't, like my schools didn't have lockers. Really, I mean, they had like the mini ones. But on sets, they always have the full-length lockers. So what we would do, like, in between takes is, like on the Stuck in the Middle set, we would go and, like, hang out in the lockers, like, sit in the lockers or close the lockers on each other and play, like, hide-and-seek and things like that. Is it true actors make good liars? Depends on the person. What's on your feet? I feel like I shouldn't have brought attention to my feet because now everybody's talking about my feet. I feel... One second. You fit it? Yeah, I fit in the locker. Those things are huge. Do you personally know David Dobrik? No, I mean, I've seen him multiple times and I talked to him. I had a conversation with him once, like a year ago. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but he was in a tennis outfit. Yeah. And then now everyone's asking how small I am. I'm 5'1". All right. I am 5'1". And I'm 17 years old. So I don't know how that information will benefit you in any way, shape, or form, but take it. Run with it. Go tell everybody you know. It's, I'm 12 and I'm 5'3". It's really good for you. Really. I'm overjoyed for you. I'm exuding joy. You're 5'6" and you're 17. Wow. Congrats on your height. I'm pretending like I'm salty about my height, but I'm really not. I don't mind it. I mean, there's times where I'm like, man, it would be cooler if I were taller. It'd just be nice. You know? It's not like everybody has to look down on you like that, or you have to look up at everybody like, you know. Also, like, it's crazy because when you're taller, you could see, like, the tops of tables when you walk by them. I don't see that. Everything's level. You know, I see a strip of table. I don't see the tops. It's like the little things like that. I'll never forget when I stood up on a chair in the classroom for the first time. And I was like, whoa. This is a different room. I'm 14, I'll be 15 this year, and I'm like 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", I don't know. Well, the jump from 5'7" to 5'9", I feel like is kind of a big deal once you start getting into the fives. That's like a solid 2 inches. A solid 2-inch height. Somebody said you're crazy, and I like it. Here's the thing, though. This is like... what I'm saying now, how scrambled I am and how confused I am, this is what I sound like in my mind all the time. But I don't mean to come off that way, but I also, like, I don't know what it is. You know what? I think it's because I have, today I wasn't feeling too good. And I had a fat headache. And then all of a sudden I was feeling better, and I turned on this live just solely to update you guys on the survey I did on my my story, and now I'm caught up. Now I am caught up. No Gordon Ramsay. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Of course I know. Do more surveys. No, because you can't rush excellence. Like, I'm content with my questions. And they were really, like, it was so, I don't know, I didn't rush that. But then now, like, if you ask me to continue to do your surveys, then I'm actually going to have to think about the questions that I want to ask, and I don't want to do that because it takes away from the spontaneous factor that was today's survey. That just ruins it. My favorite color is red. I like red. Do you like Nigeria? I've never been, but from what I've seen, it looks beautiful. That entire continent within itself, Africa, I want to visit all over. I've only been to Kenya so far, but I would like to expand. What color do you see love as? Red. That's another thing too. Victoria and I on set, Victoria plays love on you. We had a whole conversation because somebody asked me like what I think about when I hear about projects, and I mentioned I think of colors. Like when I thought of you and like when I heard of you or whatever, like when I read the description, my mind immediately went to yellows and reds and like grays. And she was like, "Oh, me too." But then when I think about something like Yes Day, which is a movie I just did with Jennifer Garner, Edgar Ramirez, Julian Lerner, Everly Carganella, whatever. It's a Netflix movie. It's coming out next year. I don't know. Don't ask me that. But like when I think of that film, I think of like whites and oranges and greens and like just like bright colors. But Victoria and I had that conversation because Victoria thinks the same way. So it's like when projects are made, there's color schemes. And it's like when I read a project or hear about a project, the first thing that comes in my mind is the color schemes. But everything I think about is in colors. But also I overthink and I have like 20 trains of thought going on in my mind at one time. So it's like I'm having this conversation, but low-key in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about like what I have to do tomorrow. And then another thing is thinking about things that I have to review for work that I have on Monday. And like, it's a lot. Red's a calming color for me. For me, calming color is like blue, no? That's for me. What's your guilty pleasure? Watching Danny DeVito. How was it making Netflix's season 2 of You? It was great. Truly, it's nothing like I've ever experienced before, and I'm incredibly grateful for that experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I'm just so grateful that I got to be a part of something so different and interesting for me. That was really, really cool, and I'm really glad that I was a part of that. And if you haven't watched You Season 2, you should, because if you had... Ooh, I'm not going to answer. Are you watching any show right now? No, let me know what I need to watch. Also, if you guys have, like, cool indie films, and I guess they don't have to be cool, but if you have an indie film, an independent film, or any type of film that you really like, let me know, because I have a list, but it's a mental list, and what I mean by that when I say I have a list in my head of this long, head of this long list of movies I need to watch. I don't remember any. I just know that there's so much stuff I need to watch. So please update me. Tweet me. Ugh, I didn't like saying that. Or tag me. I don't know. Let me know. DM me, whatever. I don't reply to DMs, but I'll look through them after this, I guess. For films that you think I should watch. I've seen Booksmart like 3 times. Thank you, though. All American, watch that. What's that? Anyway, I'm gone. I've been on too long. I need to sleep. Because when I get tired, I get like... not delusional. What's the word? It also starts with a D. Not dysfunctional. You know what I'm talking about. I get... whatever. I have a headache. I haven't been live in forever. I said I was going to tell you guys 3 things real quick, and I went overboard. This was a lot. Just let me know last minute. Should I save this live? Do I save this live? And if I save this live, I'll save it for like a solid 30 minutes, and then I'm done. Delirious. Thank you, Omar. Delirious. I get delirious, and I'm so delirious. Not sleep deprived. I don't sleep, though. I was an insomniac for a bit. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I'm getting better now. Anyway, somebody said save. Save it for a bit. Okay, I'm going to save it for like 10 minutes. I'm not going to be that. How did somebody just say Fleek Fest? How'd you know that, Christian? I don't know who. Christian. Who is Christian? How'd you know that? Were you on set? You were on set, huh? Don't call me bae. I got to go. Anyway, I'm going to save this for a little bit. I'm going to go finish getting ready for bed, and then I'll delete it. Okay, bye. Goodbye.